Okay. Time to finish this. Oh, that's a little bit loud. Okay. Where is it? Down there. You. Oh well, that's a great start if I'm already yawning. It's probably because I feel a little bit exhausted for some reason. I mean, it's hard to play so many games at the same time. But at the same time, it's more fun to do it this way. Allows no retreat. I mean, okay, whatever.
Here. Why did you...
Wuthering mentioned even something small could have a great influence. The smaller, the more unnoticed. Come, stand with me to face our reckoning. Let this small thing pry open the cracks in fate's door.
Leave it to me.
I mean, don't have to fight them, I can just ignore them. See? Why is everything shifting? And what is it shifting through?
Yegon begins.
Hello.
Leave it to me.
I dodged though. Are you telling me I can't interrupt my movements when am I actually animation locked? I never thought that was a thing.
Stay behind me.
Oh, hey. I don't know, just playing some games. Like, as per usual, so to speak. I changed my setup quite a lot now. I'm now only streaming to YouTube, since I can use a much higher bitrate, so the footage will look better, hopefully. And I don't need to mess with a relay streaming setup anymore, since Twitch is not the kind of place for me, at least. Oh, you wanna check my account?
Where my blades lead.
I mean, those are the trial ones. Those are the ones I have. I mean, all my characters are. Oh yeah, I'm... Wait, with level you mean this, right? Oh yeah, Union level 80, yeah. I mean, I played the game when it came... almost when it came out, the first week. And with this... I went absolutely mental in this game, kind of. It has by far my least favorite endgame in all of the gacha games I play. The Tower of Adversity is my least favorite part of the game. Even the Whimpering Wastes are annoying to me. I really only do them for the rewards. Since it is incredibly hard in comparison to any other gacha game I played before. So yeah, even with characters like this, it's not possible.
We'll make new
But yeah,
findings.
every one of my
everyone,
character has
as I
basically
see my way
max
clear.
level, except for a few.
I'll do my
They are
best.
89 as is tradition.
Make this quick. I have experiments underway.
And she is my outliner. I thought she would become my favorite character, but she kinda low-key isn't, but is at the same time, because she's the only and first character I have done this with. I'm also a shorekeeper denier. I'm a denier of shorekeeper because I don't like how she plays. So I've never pulled for shorekeeper. And yeah, she's my highest invested character, and I don't even like her gameplay all that much. It isn't as flexible and unique as I thought it would be, but I was so deep already in investing into her that she's basically my delete button for everything that annoys me in this game. I mean, that is actually the smarter move. Stopping investing into her with S3 is the smartest thing you can do, actually. Since everything after it is not actually worth it, to be honest. But she's now my highest invested character and will stay that way for the longest time. The only reason I'm still playing the game is I'm still waiting for the Virgil character. I'm hoping that Wuthering Waves will bring out the equivalent of Miyabi, which I kinda wished Kartathea would have been. Or Virgil, or what was it? Crimson Weave, or however she was called in what was Punishing Grey Raven? Crimson something. That is the character I'm currently saving for. I'm not pulling any more characters anymore until that character drops, since I have enough character to beat most of the game, and even the end game I can't completely beat it, but it's really heavily FOMO baited, so even her is absolute overkill. No power creep, he says! It's the most ridiculous I have ever seen, to be honest. It's even worse than Genshin. From personal, that is at least my personal experience. Of course, a lot of skill can make up, but I'm only a little bit above average when it comes to playing games effectively, especially when they are super action oriented. I'm pretty good at them, but I'm not on the same level as some people. But I struggle in this game specifically the most in the endgame content. I mean, if everyone is tier 0, no one is tier 0. I mean, yeah, the tier list, but the tier lists only show half of the story in my opinion. I mean, I'm only talking from my personal experience here. Tower of Adversity, for me, is very, very hard DPS check for me. Even with super invested characters. And especially now that they enhanced it, that there are 2 more, I have no team that can get me even 3 more. There is no way I can get the new extension of the Tower of Adversity beaten at all. Since the problem with Tower of Adversity is, it is very heavily skewed towards the featured character, even more so than what I have seen in Genshin. And Genshin only, in my opinion, got to that point when they released Skirk. Skirk was the point where the Tower of Adversity got annoying because of that one boss that was only really beatable effectively when you had a character that dealt a lot of cryo damage. And Ayaka would not cut it because she was power creeped so hard. As I said, this is just my personal, that is just my personal opinion on this. I mean, my limited characters, oh yeah, that is not, I actually have this weapon 2 times. I just switch it around a lot to my other characters, the Emerald of Genesis, because why not? But every single one of my characters is really heavily invested, and everyone has their level 25 sets. Everyone has double crit stats on all their damaging things, except for maybe, no, most of my important DPSs have everything they need, and I still struggle a lot, except with her. She solos everything, except for when there's an arrow resistant enemy. But I mean, when she's S6 with signature, that's a given. I mean, yeah, you are right about that. Abyss had Cryo. Cryo was the one where I actually started to feel it. Through all of Natlan, you have to remember, through all of Natlan, I did not pull any of the characters except when Marika came out, and way later, Sidlali at her rerun. And I never had a big struggle in the Abyss, despite not having any Natlan characters except for the free ones. I mean, of course, apple to oranges, comparing stuff like that. It is a huge debate. It is a huge debate that I'm always... I actually don't want to debate about it. For me, it is too hard. For others, it's not. But I just have a very unique way of playing gachas these days. But yeah, most of my... oh yeah, this... she has currently nothing because she has that set currently on her. But all of them are almost as good as they can be. I would say they are like 80% perfect substats on every of my character. You can't play the Theater and Abyss if you have Sumeru's characters. Sumeru's characters again? Needs a lot of teams. I mean, yeah, I have a lot of teams. I mean, wait, how can I show all of my characters at once? There was an option for that. There. Those are the characters I actually have. Can I sort them by rarity? There we go.
I will be there for everyone.
Okay, those are the trials. This is the trial character. I don't have Augusta, but after Augusta, I have all these characters you see here.
As we head toward our shared future.
The only characters with the signature weapon are him,
dynamic. Do not let your guard.
her, him, him,
To wit, the experiment
and
begins.
her.
The power to split and merge matter.
But then again, I have almost all the signature weapon for all the DPS I actually pull. Except for Camellia, because why?
Would you like a fun
the
game?
universal
between
weapon
the two of
works
us?
very well.
To which
And all of
stage
my
will life
characters
guide us
are
next?
basically almost maxed out, except here. I'm not done with these characters yet.
Well,
Nice pick.
But even their skills, are all maxed out. Everything is level 10 on the first floor for almost all my characters at this point. Everyone has 10 in here. And of course, maximum upgraded weapons. I have no chance in the new Tower of Adversity. I mean, yeah, Wolver is a great character in this game. I don't deny that. Wolver is the actual MC character that is actually fun to play. And I don't say that Wuthering is worse than Genshin or something like that. Genshin, I really was hoping that Genshin would tweak their gameplay a little bit more so that dodging felt more satisfying. Yeah, I hear that a lot. I really hear that a lot. That people say, oh, you must be doing something wrong. But no, I use all the buffs I see and everything I basically can do. But my damage just doesn't keep up. And this quick swapping is... I'm not super great at quick swapping. It is very high maintenance. Or too high maintenance for me. That is my biggest problem. But yeah, as I said, I mean, if you can clear Tower of Adversity, I mean, I can clear Wiwa. I can clear Wiwa because Carthesia gets always so many points that there's no issue there. And even Camellia pulls her weight in Viva on one side most of the time. That is working excellently so far. So Wiwa is not a problem. But the updated Tower of Adversity, that is a problem now. Before, Carthesia just soloed the middle tower and left and right tower was easy. This time the left and right tower was also easy, but the middle tower, I don't have characters that can beat the third and fourth middle tower. Or the first and second one, so I can use Carthesia in the third and fourth one.
One that commands attention.
I don't know if you've actually seen that new one yet. I mean, there are 2 new stages. Before those 2 new stages, I could do it. But it's just not... I'm not trying anymore for the sole reason that it's just... It actually... Playing the end game in Wuthering Waves actually physically hurts me. And I mean, what I mean by that is... I have to concentrate so much, and I'm clutching my controller so hard to make everything not perfect, but good enough that I get through there, that it's actually starting to hurt. And that is something where I think maybe I should not even play this game anymore if it even causes me actual physical pain. And that is something I think Genshin actually did this too at some point. At one point in time, Genshin was the same for me at some point. But oh well. But now that Genshin, I have vertically invested characters, it became less and less of a pain. This is basically my turning point in how I think about pulling new characters. Before I thought horizontal investment was great. Because more characters means more options, means more everything. But now I'm really thinking about more into the vertical investment kind of life. Where I have 1 or 2 characters that I really like, invest everything I have into them, and then just crush with them everything. Oh, ZZ, I would... Oh, this is... ZZZ I find much easier. I mean, in ZZZ, especially in the beginning of ZZZ, I was able to clear Shio defense with only standard limited 5 stars. I mean, I had one limited one, until Miyabi, I had only Caesar as my single limited 5 or S rank character. And I basically have beaten it very, it was a struggle, but it was a fun struggle, because it actually felt like it actually felt more rewarding, and it was visually not as cluttered as Wuthering Waves sometimes feels like. I mean, nowadays, the only reason I don't struggle with it nowadays is because I have M6 Miyabi and M2 Yixuan now, because they carry everything for me at this point. But that is basically this is basically the crux of it all. If I had more smartly pulled some of the Wuthering Waves character and did vertically invest in some of them more, I probably would have less of a problem. Oh, right! Oh yeah, the main reason I find... No, I can't really say that, because... I mean, Deadly Assault, for example. Deadly Assault is a nicer version. Is somewhat of a nicer version than Weaver, for the sole reason that you don't need to full clear it to get all the limited rewards. And Shield Defense is just the classic 2 different sides, 2 different teams. In Tower of Adversity, you have this weird point energy system that locks out or locks in your strongest characters somewhere, and you have to spread out all your good teams. And it is this is basically what makes Tower of Adversity much harder, in my opinion, in Wuthering Waves than the endgame content I see in Genshin and ZZZ. Even in Star Rail. So far in every end content in Hoyo games, you only needed 2 strong teams and you could get through with it. In this game, in the beginning you only needed like 3 strong teams. You can do the early ones with some weaker characters. But even then, if you don't have a lot of characters or not a lot of vertically invested with limited weapons, it seems like having the limited weapon is almost a requirement to at least comfortably be able to beat it to a certain degree. Oh boy. The reason I skip Shortkeeper is because the intro and outro system, for some reason, even though I looked into how the intro and outro system kinda works, and I know how to utilize it, to make it function properly, you have to quick swap a lot. And that is something... And while you quick swap, you still have to pay attention to the enemy, you have to quick swap to the enemy, and the parry windows feel very erratic and not consistent, since you always have to have in mind the animations of every single character and the timings of every single character's attack. So knowing the timing of the enemy for a parry is not enough. You have to also know the timing of your character's attacks, of every single one of them, to reliably parry enemies in their vulnerable states. And that is something I just can't do. And as I said, Shorekeeper is only effective if you are able to quick swap hard enough to get the outro and intro buffs you get from her when you use her ultimate. And that is something I don't see myself be able to do consistently. What? Of course it is. You have to use her ultimate. That is the first layer of buffs you get. The second ultimate, the second intro gives you, I think, the first one is the healing. The second one is the crit rate, and the third one is the crit damage, isn't it? That is how she works. So you only get her full benefit if you can always get to her golden field. So I find, yeah, I mean, people say she's made to be easy, but I find it very hard to utilize her ultimate golden field. I struggle to even get to her golden field to begin with. I mean, I can practice a lot with her since I don't have her, but in the trials and in the opportunities I had to play her, there were a lot of event game modes where you were able to try out trial characters. But I never was able to consistently find something where it works to get the full power of her buff long enough to actually utilize it with your DPS. In that sense, I find the supports made in other games much easier to use, since she relies a lot of the intro and outro to actually max out the power of her field. Yeah, the problem really is, maybe I could demonstrate that with Motefi. With my Gian team, I can probably could probably show that off better, what I mean with that. Since whenever I look at any, it seems like oh, interestingly enough, getting Verena S2 was a game changer, since you could make her outros way easier. But this is probably where the issue lies. I have to spend a lot of time on her to get her outro charged up. Then I have to spend another not unsubstantial time on the sub DPS to get the outro for the sub DPS, and the ultimate is already ticking down. I mean, I can do it. Sanhua is probably the only one where I can quickly do intro outro with her. That is probably the only character I can do it fast with. Motefi is a struggle to do it with. Wait, 30 seconds old is only if you have her at Constellation 1. Or Resonation 1 with Resonance Chain 1. The actual ult duration without S1 is much shorter. If I remember that correctly, right? But I'm pretty sure it was pretty short. I think it was more like 20 seconds or something. But yeah, but I mean, my no reason is the reason that I'm not comfortable playing with her or as her. And I just don't like her character. I mean, in Wuthering Waves, I'm more going by which characters I actually kinda like, at least from how they play, and Shorekeeper never vibed with me. Maybe we shouldn't even debate about that. I feel like I'm building up more animosity the more I talk about how I don't like the endgame content of this game. The things I like about the game, I don't even know what I like about the game the most. That is probably one of the harder ones to nail down. Where is it? No, profile. I have to look here. Mid-air multiplies chaos to the end loop. Outer stellar level. Resonance liberation, there we go. Concert wagon. Wait, where does it say how long it lasts? Wow, it doesn't even say how long. Shopkeeper intro. Wait, it is 30 seconds? Okay, fair enough. I'm misremembering that. I know that one of her things increase it, so I was wrong about that one. What was it there? The effective range, duration extended by 10 seconds. This is those 10 seconds are probably the ones I would need with the way I play, I guess. I feel like the endgame content is very... Wait, you find... this is... See, there... This is where the opinions dive... For some reason, Wuthering Waves is the only game where my opinion diverges from everyone else's opinion about the game. I find Wuthering Waves has the hardest endgame content compared to all the competitors they have. While others say it is way fairer, but I just can't corroborate that. I mean, I don't deny, if you can actually pull it off, and if you're good enough at the game with pulling that off, she is the best universal support. I don't deny that Shorekeeper is an absolutely cracked unit, if and only if you can get into the intro-outro system deep enough to actually manage to utilize her well. I mean, I could demonstrate it. But if I do it now, it would be kind of shit. I'm doing the story bits now for now. I think you play on slow motion. I mean, interestingly enough, if you look at something, someone else plays something that looks very fast, it looks to you way faster than it is when you actually play it. I don't know. I'm sorry that I even brought it up, to be honest, since it's always a pain. It's always a pain of me. I don't know. I don't know why I'm getting so aggravated. I don't know why I'm getting so negative about it. I mean, it's probably because it's the first time in a gacha game I play where I have an actual dissonance between me and the majority of people that I know from the... So usually I don't even engage on social media about my gripes with the end game of this specific game. I mean, don't get me wrong, in a lot of other games the end game is much worse. I can't debate about it. And you can get the majority of the rewards can be gotten very easily. I can admit that. But to full clear Tower of Adversity and Rewa, that is a challenge. At least for me. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to offend anyone by saying that I don't like that particular thing about WoWa. But I'm trying to approach WoWa ever since I play WoWa. I try to just play it more casually and not try to try hard too much to get to where everyone else seemingly gets more easily than me. Oh god, Persona Phantom X. I don't know where to start with that one. I mean, interestingly enough, their version, I was actually kind of worried about how bad it is, but so far there was not a rotation where I was not able to get at least all the rewards in Phantom X so far. So basically, I mean, the ranking rewards, of course, I don't get the highest ranking rewards. They have a absurd ranking system that I won't even get into, where the higher your guild scores, the more extra rewards you get. I know that that system exists, but I ignore it for the most part. I am in a random guild that was fairly high in the leaderboards and had free space and accepted anyone. I'm doing these, I don't know, buy these every 2-week boss thingies and do one try, get to the points I need to do with the strong assist character, and then I go on my way. I'm clicking on, yeah, get all the rewards, and the same for the other system thing. So far, I don't see the biggest flaw in it. The biggest flaw in Persona Phantom X is that they basically removed everything in the gameplay that was good about the old game because of the down system. I mean, the down and weakness system of Persona 5 was the greatest thing about it, but they made it incredibly hard to utilize it when it actually would matter. Since they give an absurd amount of down protection to the enemy, and most boss enemies can't even be down because they are straight up immune to it. So there's not even a point of trying to do it. So it is more a DPS check than a strategy check to begin with. That is where Persona Phantom X falls short. It is less about strategy and more about brutal force of strength. So basically, Wuva at least has a lot of room when you are very, very good in using all the mechanics of the game. You can outpace a lot. And that is also true for ZZZ and partially true for Star Whale. And in Genshin, I mean, even there it is kind of true. If you engage with the system more, you can overcome the challenge with sheer skill. But in Phantom X, I would say it is sheer power over everything else. I mean, yeah, of course, in the other games you can also just overpower everything with sheer power. But I feel like, especially, that's why I said partially Star Whale, because Star Whale is a turn-based game, so you have only a limited amount of turns. So instead of a timer, you have turns that you have to accomplish to get all the rewards. And that is the limiting factor. So Star Whale, everything that is turn-based is more bound to sheer power instead of more skill, so to speak. Limbus oh, I heard about it, but I don't like how I don't like a lot of I don't like it visually already. Since the one thing Wuthering Waves and Hoyo do really, really well to an absurd amount is the animation. The animation work is absolutely astounding in all 4 games. They are so detailed in things you would not even recognize. And when I looked at the gameplay footage of Limbus Company, the animations don't look even remotely as clean to me. That is the thing that's the thing that sets it apart. The sheer animation work Wuthering Waves and Hoyo Games put into their games. That is something they were consistently really good with, and is probably the sole reason they are so strong in the market. I have to look up if I actually wait. Let me pull up Limbus Company. I mean, I'm doing the streams to engage with people anyway. So let's see. Oh, that game! Wait, I saw that once. It was once on my recommendation list. And yeah, I like the very... You know, you can go two ways. Either you have really good... having a unique and very stylized art direction helps your game not age poorly visually. So if you have a visually outstanding style, and if your style is very stylized, it can't look outdated very fast. And Limbus Company, actually, from the only reason I haven't started playing is because I didn't want to play yet another gacha game. But if Limbus Company was actually a solo playing game where you can just unlock everything by progressing, including everything, I would have actually considered playing it. Just for the animations alone. The animations remind me a little bit of Darkest Dungeon, but turned up to 11. They are very impactful with the frames they have. So I like the art style actually. I mean, I played Darkest Dungeon for a long time and also Darkest Dungeon 2, and it is a very stylized game, and while it only has such a few animation frames, the music and how it's made is so well made that you don't even realize how little animation they actually have and still feel very dynamic. That is a really cool accomplishment they made with games like those. I mean, yeah, I had points. Okay, I mean, we are already tell me if I should stop talking about my experience. I had points in Genshin where I was not able to full star the Abyss, but that was always the case. The only time I was actually... There was even a time where I couldn't even do the first 2 floors of Abyss 12. Of course, with progression it got less and less hard, and only sometimes now I am not... Well, maybe I'm not able to clear full, but I can't be asked because it takes too much out of me to actually full clear sometimes. Especially with Genshin, I do the approach of I go through Abyss 12 once, no matter what score I get, and see how hard the last chamber is. If I'm able to score 2 out of 3 in the last chamber on my first try, and am only a few seconds off, then I try with a more specialized team to get it to 3 stars. But if I'm already struggling to even get 1 star or not even being close in the timing, I just try to get the first 2 to 3 stars and then I just leave it there. That way I'm not molding too hard over it. But I felt like, yeah, see, this is where our experiences diverges again. Tower of Adversity, I think I hated it the very moment I first played it. I think. After I unlocked the repeatable one, I already knew in my head, no, this is a nightmare. I mean, of course it is arguably, it has the upside that you can recycle weapons. But the problem is, most limited weapons are so specific to a character that they are basically worthless on any other character. That is probably the biggest downside of Wuthering Waves, that the limited weapons are so I mean, Genshin started to do this too. Genshin started this trend off. No, they didn't start it off the trend, but they evolved into that trend. Which I find very sad, to be honest. But so far, Genshin has so many good 4-star weapons that you can usually make up the lack of good 5 stars. But in Wuthering Waves, most 4-star weapons are absolute dog shit. Even the Battle Pass weapon is barely any better than the weapons you can get normally in this game. So only the 5-star weapons are actually any good. True, they are always guaranteed, but the difference is, here you have to interestingly enough, the one thing I find, one thing that I can hold to Wuva is, it's actually in every gacha game, they always make sure you can always do the events to the fullest, and you can always do the story stuff to the fullest with just the main cast or with whatever character you pull. And the story sections, you get only trial characters, so and most of the time you're even unkillable doing these sections. So there's no much fear about this there. But if you want to beat the end game content of the game, you have to pull the signature weapons most of the time to make the character feel complete or strong enough. That is at least how I feel about it. And those 80 pulls, even though it is guaranteed, those are pulls you don't have for the next new cool character that comes out. So yeah, this is also the reason back in Genshin that I usually don't use this. I get it. Why? It feels good if you can crush enemies and that the weapons usually look aesthetically well, but it is really just a stat stick at the end of the day. And basically what you save in the pulls you do for the weapon, you can't spend into the characters anymore. Well, I don't even know. Oh, you go to sleep now. No, don't leave me. I couldn't even do that. Okay, but yeah, have a good sleep. That you have no issues either means you are very lucky with the characters you have, or you are just plain better at playing the game than me. That is just, I would say I'm not very good at Wuthering Waves. I'm about as slightly above average as it gets. I have a basic understanding of everything. Yeah, it's definitely better to have a guaranteed. But the trade-off of having a guaranteed 5-star weapon is that all the 4-star weapons are absolute shit. And I feel like that trade-off is also not very good. That is basically the trade-off. I don't know if I like that or not. I definitely don't like it. But the good thing is, for everything except for endgame, it doesn't even matter. If you're a character collector, really just pull for characters and just forget about the weapons and other shit. And just do as far as you can go in Tower of Adversity, and then just call it quits, take what you can get and ignore it for the rest of where it's up. That is my approach nowadays. I try to get what I can get without burning myself out or starting to hate the game for it. Basically, I try to train myself to not FOMO. I'm actually having a downbreak recently when I realized, why did I pull for Nailu? Why did I do that? I didn't need to do that. Why did I do that? I didn't even need Lorma. I destroyed everything with the characters I already had. Why did I pull for Lorma? Why did I do the Nailu thing just to have bigger numbers go up for something I don't even struggle with? Why did I annihilate 26,000 of my Primo Gems for a character I'm kinda into but not super into? I'm already beating myself up over that as well. Okay, yeah, good night. But at the same time, it is what it is, and I play with what I have. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Maybe we can talk about this on the Discord at some other point in time. Good night. And have fun. The most important thing is that you have fun with the games. That is the most important thing. As long as you have fun, nobody should be able to break the fun for you.
Stay behind me.
Wait, oh damn it, I didn't look for a second. Whoa. What the f...
Go chase your fate, Augusta.
Alright, looks like boss time. Oh, I was so close to finishing a story last time. I was just yapping away.
Nothing, just something on my mind. Do you still remember what the Whispers told me 16 years ago? The Dark Tide answers only to strength. Those without it are doomed to be forsaken. Now I think of it, it is rather interesting. I've never told anyone this before. But ever since the Dark Tide decided to forsake me, those broken whispers have never left. They echoed in every battle, telling me when to dodge, when to strike. But with each opponent that fell, the whispers began to fade. Until I became the Ephor. That's when they returned. Louder, never giving me a single moment of peace. I tried to shut them out, but every time I strayed from their guidance, fate would strike me down in the cruelest of ways. I thought I was the master of my fate, but the truth is, they always knew the path better than I ever could. The old prophecy about Raguna, that they once whispered to me, has come true. Now, it is time for me to put their power to the test.
Leave it to me.
Wait, what? Wait, I'm fighting her? Momentum. When the momentum bar is full and turns yellow, she enters the attack purple. After a while, at yellow, the momentum bar will turn red and Augusta will launch her attack. Interrupts Augusta's attacks and she will recharge momentum from this attack. Wait, what? Oh! Momentum bar is full and turns yellow and she...
What? What exactly do you want to do, Augusta? Hopefully this helps.
Wow, this is probably the first time we actually fought one of the...
Rise. Judgment strikes. The wicked will face judgment.
Wait, did she just Oh, that was way too short.
One of the prophecies speaks of a hero of heroes. As I see it, you, Rover, fit that image well.
As long as that void exists, you control your story. Your existence is the meaning itself.
So this is her plan. Using this battle to mark me a hero of heroes so the temple's prophecy will be fulfilled. Augusta.
Whoa!
Wind howls. Unfettered by bounds. Annihilation. Tempest of slack.
Everything, Rover.
What?
I have realized this is the duty I must fulfill. Ah, that's it. Show me your strength. The one who stands beside me on the throne is you. And only you.
Hopefully this helps.
Oh. What?
And glory return with the blood of the old king. You proved the prophecy true. So why now? Why this sudden urgency to stop me from fulfilling it? Unless I was your target all along. That power you spoke of was always just a trap. Answer me. Who are you? And what did you do to Angel?
How foolish, Augusta. The will of the divine is not to be questioned. Alas, because it too small to comprehend the grand vision.
Rover, what is stopping you from being Septimon's hero of heroes? You, the unwritten one, are blessed to shape your own fate. And I must walk my own path as ruler. Go, fulfill the prophecy that was always meant to be. I give my blood, so that the true hero may rise.
Brazen, faithless one, receive the judgment of the hands.
That doesn't seem fair.
Fool. I already said Raguna's divinity didn't get a seat on the ship. But we're not done just yet.
Insolent heretic. If this is what you want, we shall grant you an endless beast of despair.
My sword.
Kato,
Where's my sword?
what haunts you, my teacher?
A hero shouldn't fall to the dark tide. I need my sword to fight back.
Please, take it. Take it and fight for what you believe in. A loser, left with nothing. How wrong you are.
My lady,
People follow,
allow me to join you.
for it never fails to light their way. This is how I rule. I will show you with my own fist.
Oh, now she becomes a one-punch man or what? Damn. Huh? When did that happen? Oh. Oh.
Honor cannot.
Augusta.
We meet again, my friend. It seems my will won't let me miss a chance to fight side by side. Come, Rover. I've been waiting for this moment.
That was not planned, but I like it that it worked.
Wind calls, waves follow. Hopefully this helps.
What?
Slashes.
Conquest begins now.
What?
In control.
Wind calls, waves, wind howls. Unfettered by bounds. The wicked will face judgment.
Well played.
Ow.
Tempest of slashes. Keep it together.
Whoa. Can I even hit him?
Fight by my side. Heroes rule. Winners win. So, it's finally come to this. This is how a true battle should be. Brother, fight by my side. This time, the blade of victory shall pierce the hollow sovereign's heart.
The wicked will face judgment. Wind rises.
This is my moment.
Oh. What now?
Sing of my triumph! Stand tall before the eternal sun! Spirits lost to the dark tide. I hear your cries. Join me in battle! Let that force divinity witness what true heroes are! What it means to wield unshakable power!
We ride with roar.
May applause greet you, heroes of Septimont.
In the storms are tides of blood and sand. Your sword stitches our land. So I'm standing here with the brave belong.
A hard-won battle, wasn't it?
But to sing your song. May I be a blazing torch
Yes.
to guide you back.
It's all thanks to you, Rover. Septimont's hero of heroes.
Huh? Didn't even do much.
In that case, I could say the same to you. As the prophecy goes, the hero of heroes, wielding extraordinary power, rising from the dark tides. As I see it, you, Augusta, fit that image well.
I mean, you rose literally out of
Power.
him.
That's a bit much. I know my limits.
I mean, knowing it, that doesn't mean that it's not extraordinary power that you showed.
But I do think I've earned that title. And it's one we could share together. Besides, the temple never said there could only be one hero of heroes.
What really happened to you in the dark tide? I thought you might have...
It wasn't a pleasant experience. But in a strange way, It was refreshing. If you want to hear the full story, I'll tell you another time. But back inside the dark tide, I think the lost frequencies were always guiding me, shaping who I was becoming. Even trapped in that abyss of despair, those fallen heroes never gave up. They lit a faint, warm light in the dark for me. And you, along with everyone who stood by me. Without you, we couldn't have won this battle. Perhaps the title of ruler is too narrow and too hollow to define the true spirit of humankind. A civilization's glory is forged by generations of brave souls. It was never meant to be one person's medal of honor.
I want to ask you something. Why did you ask me to join the hunt?
Because my warriors and I wanted to fight beside someone like you. And that hasn't changed. But I will be honest. Part of it was because of your unwritten fate. I'd been preparing for this hunt for a long time. At first, all we had were a few vague glimpses from the priestesses and a handful of prophetic murals. No one knew when or how the disaster would strike. And then you showed up. You've surely seen the unfinished mural in the temple, the blank wall and the unwritten fate. So I took a gamble, believing you were the key to this hunt. I couldn't explain it back then, not when I wasn't certain
What about
myself.
Looper?
But in the end, we realized what that blank represents. And my gamble paid off. The one who deserves to be a hero of heroes, with power over the Earthrend Wedge. Thank you for your trust.
Why are you
Now
not talking?
it's time for me to honor my promise. This is the end of our journey. The Earthrend Wedge. It hasn't been quite what I expected, but I'm very glad we made it this far together.
Imperator.
Go. I'll wait for you here.
Discord. This warmth. I feel you, Imperator.
Who was Imperator again? Was the horse,
I
right?
better get back.
Didn't the horse die?
Did you find what you seek? A discoid. Looks like a compass. The structure's odd. There might be a hidden compartment inside. Can you try opening it? If this relic was left by the Sentinel, brute force won't get us anywhere. We'll need a different approach. Maybe a special key, a mechanism, or a password? Any ideas?
There's a friend of mine who, well, she knows a lot about Imperator. She might be able to help solve this mystery. More importantly, her powers are unique. The Earthrender's holding back the Dark Tide for now, but those sudden outbreaks and the way it's fixated on you, it's not just a coincidence. If anyone can put an end to the Dark Tide's threat in Septimont, it's her.
Sounds like someone worth meeting. Do introduce me later. I'm curious what kind of person she is. But one thing I'm sure of, she must be a formidable opponent and a figure to be respected, like you.
You two share a lot in common, actually. I think you'd get along. I'll reach out to her once we're back. She wasn't able to travel before due to some unavoidable reasons. But now, I think the timing's right.
All right. Let's set all this aside and enjoy the victory we've earned. There's probably a bonfire roaring at the encampment by now. Rover, it's time to return to those waiting for us.
Tides of blood and sin. Your soul.
We won this battle, but the war is far from over. The road ahead still steeped in blood and thorns. But with you, and everyone who stood beside us, the banner of Septimont will never fall. With the eternal sun as my witness, the name of hero belongs to you all.
To God, eternal fire.
Of course.
What a beautiful ending, my near-perfect protagonist. I must confess, even I didn't see this coming. Should this be your final act? No. No, allow me this small indulgence as your creator.
What? Oh.
The quill of fate may be sharp and cold, but still I want to see how far the soul I created can go.
Of course you are connected to him. That was pretty obvious.
After all, it's the stories that sink deepest into the mire that stir the heart most. Don't you think?
Sure. Ah, that one. Yeah.
It's been a while, Rinasita.
What prey do we hunt this time?
The Trenodian.
Oh, a little late for that, aren't you? Very mean son. Oh, that's probably the song I played, huh? Well, let's see. Yep, that's the main quest over. Let's see. What do we need to? Huh? Ah, alright. I see where this is going. Wasteland's Nightmare Nest Ship. Okay. Oh, okay. Well then. Time to go flying then.
Such is their blessing. Purge the impure. True form. Revealed at last. Time. Rise and crash. Atonement. Windstorm. Sweep all the way.
Climax of the show! Keep the tears coming!
Oh, stupid thing. This is why putting the same button on so much. Oh wait, I can what? Oh right, okay, databank level. I didn't even realize that there was a new databank level. Does it unlock anything? Nope, nothing unlocks anything. Okay. This is how I would treat most of my gacha games now. Just play until there's nothing interesting. Okay.
My nightly instinct says this way.
What the?
My nightly instinct says this way. Just like the treasure chest from the stories. I can fly too. Let's call it a night's great harvest. knightly instinct says this way.
Is that really what I'm supposed
They
to
should
do?
afford us more provisions. My knightly instinct says this way.
Huh?
I can fly too.
Stop!
Let's call it a night's great harvest.
Oops.
They should afford
At
us
least
more
I know now
provisions.
that I will have a lot of vertically invested. Oh, I think I know what I was actually supposed to do. I was supposed to do the flying challenge, didn't I? Huh? What was that?
I can fly too. Just like the treasure chest from the stories.
No. Oh, it was the treasure cost challenge.
The night's challenge has arrived. Such is their blessing.
Do we have here? Interact with the Dreamscape nodes in the to unlock the challenges and clear the nightmares here within. There are 3 challenges in the node. Okay. How do I activate this? What? I feel like it didn't explain anything. Help! Says Sinner type blood challenge. How do I activate it? Oh, there it is. Okay, Successful dodges deal AoE damage and extend the challenge to a larger caliber. Oh, okay. Oh.
Lightning strike!
Oops.
Time to end this.
Repent,
Oh, whoops.
for silence beckons. A mere scratch upon my blade.
What just happened? I think I need to... Okay.
Just like the treasure chest from the stories.
Oh, defeat Karen. Okay. Oh no, not you.
Too reckless.
Oh, bullshit! I hate you. What? But I dodged!
Purge the impure. Such is their blessing.
Epic shot. More passion.
Got you!
I know, I know. Ooh, any wine inside?
Climax of the show.
Can't see shit.
Listen carefully.
Crumble. Such is their blessed oceans. Bow before me. Gales purified. Sounding the death knell. Till the denouement. Windstorm. Sweep all the way. This should afford us more provisions.
Okay. I think I done. Feed the lady of the sea. Okay.
Time for a little nap.
Okay, how do I... Okay, I think I know. Oh, right.
Epic shot. In the limelight.
do you mean this functions? Oh god, complete the side quest Dream of a Rusted Sword Bundle. Alright, okay. I will do that one maybe later, or should I do it now? Oh. Oh. Ah. Wow, fetch quest. Great stuff. Oh, one, of course. What? Oh no. Oh, okay.
Just like the treasure chest from the stories. The knight's challenge has arrived. Such is their blessing.
Oh god, I can't already with this shit. I get it, side quests are easy to create, to keep the player busy, but this is just the worst possible way to do it.
night's great harvest. The night's challenge has arrived. Such is their blessing.
These cool.
The night's challenge has arrived. Oceans, bow before me. Tides, rise and crash. Salvation. A mere scratch upon my blade. The tide.
Shit. Oh, that's convenient. No. Yay. At least the quest wasn't so long. Any more rewards, you know, like...
I can fly too.
I hated that this button is double set on something. Oh, there's nothing. Bezos, really? What happens if I... Oh, right, I forgot that it doesn't automatically track.
Tonight's challenge has arrived. Such a bad lesson.
Every mode of dust has settled, yet their weight still clings to our in the storm's tides of blood and sin. Your soul stretches our land.
First to the treasure!
So I'm standing here where the brave belong. I'm not to mourn, but to sing your song. May I be a blazing torch, your light to guide you back to God, your eternal fire.
You earned it, you keep it.
Yet their weight still clings to ours. In the storm's tides of blood and
Brad salutes you. Climax of the show! First to the treasure! Brad salutes you.
Such is that blessing. Heavens, descend!
every mode of dust has settled.
Just like the treasure chest from the stories.
Clings to our hands in the storm's tides of blood and sin. Your soul stitches our land. So I'm
Huh?
May I be a blazing torch, your light to guide you back to God, your eternal fire.
The knight's challenge has arrived.
Oh no, it's a shiny.
True form revealed at last. A mere scratch upon my blade. Salvation. Windstorm. Sweep all the way.
Wait, what happens if I stay in the state? What? Okay.
Every moment burns the shadow, yet their weight still clings to ours. In the storms are tides of blood and sin. Your soul stitches are there. So I'm standing here with the brave below. I'm not to mourn, but to sing your song. May I be your blazing torch, your light to guide you back to God, your eternal fire. Every moment
Okay, well, what's the point of having glory when there's no life to, you know, enjoy it? Okay, it's done.
The knight's challenge has arrived.
Bask in the sunlight.
Crumble! Heavens, descend!
Such is their blessing.
True form, revealed at last. Sounding the death knell. Katana! Windstorm! Sweep all away!
Yep. Power of S6.
This should afford us more provisions.
Oops.
I can fly too. The knight's challenge has arrived.
Such is their blessing.
Climax of the show!
Ooh, any wine inside?
First to the treasure!
Woohoo!
And it's even lower?
First to the treasure! Beyond my beloved horizon! First to the treasure! First to the treasure! Brad salutes you.
Huh? No.
Flash.
Wait, what? How did that work? Are they ghosts?
Beyond my beloved horizon.
Whoa. Well.
Understood. I am here to serve your... Perish. Loading. Insta-painting. Infra. Astral modulation. Diminish.
Oh.
Rectify.
That's what I mean. That's fucking shit. I can't.
Insta-painting. Leave it to me.
Oh, whoops. Shit.
Found your weak spot. The world is mine. Masterpiece complete. Understood. I am here to serve your will.
Huh? Enlightenment Concerto Wagon, the sermon concert. What? So this gives 20 concert. Maybe I should just give up and get her. Just to have one other support character that is universal.
Understood. I am here to serve your will.
Where is it?
Understood. I am here to... Stay calm.
Wait, that is enough to...
Diminish. I engraft you new. Insta-heating. Capture the spark. Leave it to me.
Ah, fuck.
Quickly and swiftly. Brilliance lights the way.
Oh, wasn't even able to finish it.
Can you keep up? Understood. I am here to serve your will.
where my blades lead.
Huh? Oh, totally forgot. When did I get this? I just cave. Yeah, I didn't expect that to happen anyway. Brutal.
First to the treasure. Pretzel.
Crumble! Heavens, descend! Such is their blessing. You won't escape.
Oh, can I already explain it? Okay. Oh, whoops, that was almost bad. It's already 30 points. I'm thinking about this more tomorrow.